Let's see. If the opportunity is there, I should take it though. I'll try a small starter here on SanDisk short. Ideally, we'll need to see a low of the day break to add, but I want to be very, very careful here today. See something bouncing, call it out.
And Microsoft's still strong today.
Yeah, I think a lot of the money is going to rotate out of Apple and into Amazon and Microsoft in the large cap world. So a little bit of a fail there on SanDisk, showing some relative weakness. So scale in some SanDisk here. Again, same way that, I thought these things went down too fast, too big. Now they kind of went up too fast, too big, so I'm just trying to piggyback that. So at first I didn't want to trade Micron on SanDisk because I felt a little bit too emotional on it. But taking emotions aside, I'm trying to think for a second. Would I take the trade if I didn't have like all these losses the last couple days? And based on what I'm seeing, with this massive now 40% move up, I mean, it's worth a shot, with small size and then add if I'm right? So here we go. Watching. Add a little bit more SanDisk here in 30% of my size. Support is in the 1320s. If we get Micron to break this low of the day around 913, then I want to be more aggressive here on SanDisk because these things will trade like a pair. Okay, working. Well, let me wait for my signal. I'm in 30% size right now. I want to be careful. I don't want to oversize and overtrade. Maybe with a good average, I could just babysit this thing today. You know what I'm saying? I'm already up, $22 a share. Micron's looking heavier. Add a little bit more SanDisk here based on Micron weakness. Remember, 913 is the area I was looking for on a break of Micron. Got that break of 913. Adding more SanDisk, 50% size. Overall market's a little bit failed. These things breathe out, let them trade out. If the weakness continues, that's what I want to see.
FCUV. It's a little trappy.
Good avoids there.
Yep.
Micron acting weak still. A little bit more SanDisk here on that Micron weakness. Finally might have caught the right side of this trade. Micron very heavy. FCUV about to hold
SanDisk.
up.
Yeah, great avoids FCUV. Hopefully some of you longs caught that FCUV. SanDisk, I see this key support right around 1323.
You know, these things are still green heavily on the day, even though they're pretty broken now. I'll get a round trip, hopefully. We'll see. $13.23 support held for now.
Buy, also looking heavy.
A little bit more SanDisk here.
Yep, SanDisk under key support. MU, same.
Here we go.
Yeah, CYCU lower, FCUV has all the attention. Nothing I like right now in small caps. Just watching.
Reduce some SanDisk here.
Jeez, SanDisk down Basically $100.
Reducing more. Just trying to focus here, guys. So this is the move I wanted yesterday, right? This is the move I wanted yesterday. Well, I'm not complaining that I got it today. Covering more. About $100 a share. So far.
Yep, SanDisk going red.
Micron should go red too. I'm trying to stay focused here. Covering more 65. Covering more 56. Covered 90% here, 59. All out 66.
Stick one. Straight down, not even a single bounce until you covered out. Pretty sick, man.
Now waiting to see what happens next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, YouTube Live guys.
Talk about adding to a winner. Talk about adding to a winner. So it's only been 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna let these things breathe out a little bit. Just wanna be super focused here. Still pretty weak. Still pretty heavy.
It's buy going red.
Ideally, we've got a pop for sure. Well, you see, guys, this is the trade that yesterday I was looking for, man. That's the trade I was looking for yesterday. But it's okay. It's exactly what I expected yesterday. But you see, guys, at first I wanted to avoid it. At first, I was kind of convincing myself not to trade it. And I asked myself, if I did not be emotionally compromised, would I have taken this trade? And when I said yes, I just started going for it. Still heavy. Still heavy. Still heavy. Just want to be focused here, though. Still super heavy. Still super fucking heavy. Yeah, this is the part that's annoying when it just goes straight freaking down. Let's see how these things bounce. Yeah, thesis is simple. These the same way I thought they went too far down too fast. These went too far up too fast. These things went up 40% in one day on like $1 trillion market cap is insane. So I thought that this gap up would get sold off. This was the same thesis that I had yesterday that just didn't do it. Microsoft, tons of relative strength. I think that's going to be a new leader, at least this quarter. It's so weak. SanDisk. So freaking weak. We'll go over the trade after, guys. Just really want to focus here. I don't want to screw this up. Wow, look at Micron, dude.
Pretty insane, man. Tesla's red, Spire's red.
Wow. What area would be the new entry? I mean, I need a bounce, but this is the move I was looking for yesterday, man. This is the move I was looking for yesterday. Fucking crazy. Freaking crazy. Crazy, bro. This is literally the move I wanted. And the same way it gave me no dip yesterday, it's gonna give no bounce today. It's crazy. Almost $200 a share off the highs. What an opportunity. What an opportunity. Just trying to stay patient here, trying to stay focused. Fucking crazy. Look at this thing, man. Shit, man. This was it. This was it. Would you consider playing a balance on the long side? No. Because the way that these things trade, literally, it picks a direction and then it just goes. You know, yesterday we didn't get any type of dips on this thing. Ay, 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 ay. Just frustrating. Just frustrating, man. Why are you not taking a short at these prices? I mean, I'm not seeing a bounce, dude. Are you seeing a bounce to enter? Are you seeing anywhere to enter? Motherfucker. Shit. I mean, dude. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. That is the problem, guys. When you've been trying these things so many times, and every time they kick your ass, the time that it finally does it, you lack the confidence to go for it. Fucking, fuck. Fuck is the only word I can say. That's the only word I can say. I feel myself getting frustrated. I think that's my signal. So here's my day. 10 grand. So made back more than half the losses, which is fine. You know, I should have been able to make it back, all of it. So 10 grand, 24.85 means I'm still down 7 grand. So we'll still keep streaming until I make it back. But dude, this is just painful. It's painful to see it like this. Because this was the trade that I wanted yesterday. It's like I'm always one day early on this goddamn stupid shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is actually a really great example of adding to a winner. You can see that this is probably this 1320 area is, I'm sure, where a lot of people would have just like covered and reduced. But that was kind of the area that I was adding. And I feel myself getting super frustrated, man. I'm like very noticeably pissed off. So because I'm kind of noticeably pissed off, you know, that's my signal to walk away and just move on. So I think with that being said, guys, I'm going to take my $10,000 day to end the week. Thankfully, not a 5th red day in a row. Thank God. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Not a 5th red day in a row. Can you go over the trade again? Yeah, we can go over it. So if you notice, let me just take my arrows off to make the chart a little bit cleaner real quick. So if you notice, guys, the same way that we dipped down from 1700 to 900, that massive dip down was accelerated. So what you have to remember about, you know, the stock market is the more accelerated one direction of the move is, the more accelerated the opposite direction of the move is going to be as well. So in an example of SanDisk, you know, when you get these things that are crashing $700 and then now bouncing $400, you have to remember SanDisk is a, what is this shit? SanDisk is a multi-billion-dollar company and Micron is a $1 trillion company. So these stocks are moving very, very aggressively. So my thought process was the same way that these stocks pulled back aggressively and didn't bounce. The same way that these stocks pulled back aggressively and didn't bounce. My thought process was that these stocks now today, additionally, remember, yesterday we got these things to gap up 40%. So yesterday, SanDisk ran $1,000 to nearly $1,300, and then it gapped up to almost $1,400 today. So to me, seeing that not only did we get a major push yesterday, but we're getting even more pushes today. The reason why you get even more of a push today is everyone's emotional. They're like, oh my God, I just missed the bottom. The bottom is in, the bottom, the bottom, the bottom. And what ends up happening is through those emotional buyers, the smart sellers start to come in. So what I said is, if this is the pre-market high around like 1370, 1380-ish, if we break the pre-market high, that's the first signal. Then after we break the pre-market high, if we break the low of the day, that's the next signal. If you look, Micron did the same thing. My thought process on Micron is if it breaks at 913, it should wash out. These breaking and going red was an ultimate gift, because then that accelerated these sells even more. So the whole thought process on this trade was the same way that these cratered fast and were unable to bounce, and I looked for a long, is the same inverse of the trade where these things ran up too much and I was looking for some profit taking on the sell. So let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. Yeah, let me put my trades back on just so you guys can screenshot it. Yeah, this is an example of adding to a winner. So, yeah. You can see I started in here when SanDisk broke the low of the day, add to the winner when we broke support, and just kind of ran with it. So yeah, like I said, I'll keep streaming. So I make back the rest of my loss. But good recovery day today, just a little bit pissed off, I suppose, because obviously I should have made it all back plus more, but what could I do? What could I do? I did my best. I feel myself getting frustrated too. That's the thing, guys. Like when you feel yourself kind of losing control, that's your signal to walk away. You know, I was feeling myself kind of starting to lose control and get a little bit too emotional on the trade. And that emotion, you know, is kind of what the problem is. So I want to walk away before I get myself into trouble. You know, based on what it's doing right now, it could either bounce or it could keep tanking. I think the easy money was on the morning move. You know, whatever happens after the morning, like right down midday, is probably going to be more choppy and more random. So that's it, guys. I'll be back at it again. First thing, you know, Monday morning, ending the month, $37,000 on the month. So, you know, it's solid. You know, it's solid, but, you know, 37,000 is not really anything too exciting. I could have done better. Feel myself being frustrated. And before I get myself into trouble, let me walk away and let me just, you know, regroup myself. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. If you guys are interested in signing up, obviously it's what we do all day. And yeah, that's it, guys. Have a great day. I'm going to just take a short, you know, maybe mental reset because I'm still pretty frustrated. So that's it, guys. Have a great day.